installed 10th Parliament has come with significant changes. The House is now comprised of both new faces and some old ones that we are already familiar with. The 10th Parliament is also a deeply divided one, with the opposition party ODM having the majority of representatives. In our premier edition, we had a one-on-one interview with Mukurweini MP Kabando Wa Kabando.
Karibu sana mheshimiwa.
Asante sana. My name is Kabando Wa Kabando, Member of Parliament representing Mukurweini constituency in the Republic of Kenya in the 10th Parliament. Freshman in this August House. New face. Asante sana.
Now, in regard to the current crisis facing the country, that's the most pertinent issue. How did we get here?
The situation that we find ourselves in is a consequence of inability by our national leadership, irrespective of political affiliations, particularly in the last 15 years of plural politics. We have had difficulties in causing a national agenda, a coalescence of the diversity of our views to concentrate on the promotion of nationhood. We are a republic, but we appear to have lost the stamina and the focus to nation building, constructing nationally based parties with a clear national agenda to promote national ideals. And therefore the people have been retreating to their regions, to their political cocoons in order to survive politically. And also there has been a lot of promotion of ethnic-based politics, because there is no justification whatsoever under the sun for any individual to engage in arson, to engage in murder, to promote and enhance ethnic hate. There is no justification whatsoever for any leader to justify any cause of violence that is criminal. We have all sworn to defend the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, and the Constitution is very clear that justice be our shield and defender, and that truth is supreme.
The elections have been heavily disputed, and we have everybody saying that this was the, and we know that for a fact that this was the actual trigger for the current violence that is in the country. What are your views on the issue?
I think elections have been cited as a trigger, but that can only be partly. Largely, it is an excuse. It's an excuse that has invited even criminals to block highways, invited evil minds to invade places of worship. We have witnessed churches being burned down. If really you have an issue with a politician or a political party, you shouldn't have an issue with God. Places of worship are sacred places, and therefore I can say partly yes, there are areas that evidently rose spontaneous to protest the outcome, the announcement of His Excellency President Kibaki as a winner. There are areas that felt discontented, dissatisfied, because they have been worked up through the campaigns, and the expectations were very heavy. The enthusiasm to get a new government among those areas was escalated. It was quite visible. And therefore, yes, partly some areas there was an uprising precipitated by the announcement that the ODM leader had narrowly lost. The election was too close to call, and therefore either side, even the countdown to the elections, clearly showed that it could go either way. And therefore the fact that it went some way, though easily understandable to some constituencies, it was a very bitter pill to swallow. So elections, yes, somehow But we also need to now captivate a rationality among Kenyans and appreciate there has been issues, a variety of them,
Yes.
to deal with the economic context. There have been issues to deal with. There have been issues of land. There have been issues of ethnic suspicions. As I said in the beginning, unlike a country like Tanzania, where the founding president Julius Nyerere promoted a very strong sense of nationhood, we seem to have forgotten that there was an underlying current of ethnic suspicions, which only needed a little of sparkling to escalate to an international crisis, and this is what we have now.
Now we have so many solutions, and the idea here is one of the candidates from both sides of the political divide to come up with a compromise. That's why we have the mediation talks. But look at our local dailies, the media, there are so many speculations with regard to power sharing. There's the option of a rerun. Just where do you think we're headed?
As it were, you have to deal with the political realities of the time. And the political realities of the time is that once the Electoral Commission conducts and announces the results of the elections, any disagreement or dissatisfaction has to be taken to a tribunal for settlement, for the dispute to be resolved. And the tribunal, in this case, legally speaking, is the Election Petition Court. Whatever else is being discussed, however admirable, however attractive, may find no place in the constitutional order of the Republic of Kenya. On 15th of January, 207 members of parliament, including the president as a member for Odaya, and the ODM leader, Mr. Odinga, as a member for Langata. So, before Kenyans of the world, holding the holy books, either the Quran or the Bible, but for both, the one was the same, and for the rest of us was the same, that will uphold the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, and that we swear to defend the Republic of Kenya through that Constitution. And therefore, it's something we have done. We have sworn to defend the Constitution. We beseech that leadership across board to embrace that reality. The result of the current mediation process could lead to an external sort of agreement, what we may call a helicopter view, looking down from the helicopter. This is how the country is. We need to move forward. There are political dissatisfactions. There is a